Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Back on the Polo GTI, and what a cracking car this is. A really good looking car. Probably the most excited I've been to fix a car for a long time, honestly. Can't wait to get it out on the road, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. So a few plans today, but yeah, as always, if you want to continue watching this channel, please do consider subscribing. If you don't like me, don't. Simple as that. Let's crack on. Alright, what we're going to do today? Well, I want to jack it up and remove this wheel, and we'll probably remove the damaged parts whilst we're at it, because we know the bottom control arm is done for. The inner rack end and the outer rack end is knackered, and the drop link, I think I have ordered all them bits, so it'd be wise just to get the wheel off now, and we'll have a quick look, just make sure there isn't anything else. I've brought an old hoover I've got, and we're going to try to hoover out all this glass as well today, because it's absolutely everywhere, all over the dash, well, literally everywhere. And you know, the longer it's around, the more chance it's going to damage something. Simple as that, isn't it, really? Or sticking me. What else do I want to do? I think oh yeah, that's it. As you saw in the last video, it would appear the battery's absolutely goosting this, but in my eyes, I can't see how a 6-month-old battery is dead. Now, quite often with batteries, once they get under a certain level, they refuse to charge. So what I've done is, I've took it off, I've got it on a proper battery charger, which was showing that it was putting amps into the battery when I connected it, so I've left it overnight, and we'll get that back out, we'll get it back on and see if it will now actually work. If you can get enough charge into these batteries, they will start to then come back to life, and the alternator will then start charging them again, and you can save them. And like I said, this is a 6-month-old battery, so I can't see why it would be completely knackered and just would refuse to charge. So we can try it. If not, I'll order a new battery, and we'll have to wait for that to come. So let's get that wheel off, have a good look what's going on behind there. First, get them bits and pieces off, and then we'll have a good hoover out, and then lastly we'll try the battery, I think. Right, now with the wheel off, we can clearly see the big bend in the bottom of that control arm. You can see the bend in the inner rack end. Doesn't look like the outer rack end has any damage, but like I said, I have ordered one anyway, and we will change that. So you never know, but the inner rack end is bent. I don't think for a second they're supposed to be like that. Drop links obviously popped off, we can see that. So we've got our drop link ordered. Other than that, it all looks fine. Obviously there's a little bit of scoring to the shaft where it's been catching on the subframe and anti-roll bar when it's been moved about, but that won't cause any issues. I'd very much doubt there's any damage. That's a big beefy shaft, that, so I'm sure that'll be fine. We have a little bit of sill damage like we knew about. We need a splash guard. No chance there'll be any damage to the this. Can't think of the freaking name now. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad really. That blue thing in there, I don't know. So what should we do? I'll pop the drop link off, get the control arm off, and we'll whip off the inner rack end as well, I think, whilst we're here. Get it all stripped ready for when the new parts arrive. We can build it right back up. Alright, we've got most of the parts off now. You can see now the good bend in that bottom arm. And there is the drop link. Tiny bit of damage to it, and obviously the end's popped out. I'm going to leave the inner rack end in until the new one's here, because I need to count the turns out for when I put the new one back on, to try and, you know, get the tracking as close as possible, but it will be going for tracking as well. And I've got that bottom end of the drop link to take off as well. But that'll do for there for now. Let's get the Hoover on and get some of this bloody glass out. We can at least sit in it then and have a look. Have a look about it. So yeah, let's get the Hoover going. Okay guys, I've spent probably 2 hours now hoovering out, and there's still loads. It's going to take more than a hoover or two to get the glass out of this. It's bloody everywhere. I've just noticed some more there. But it's a start, and it means we can actually get in it now. I've done all the seats and all the floor, I've picked it out of all the seals. We're going to have to take door cards off to change the glass, because there's going to be glass in the door cards. I don't know if you can hear it. Yep, it's a whole load of glass in the bottom of there. I'm thinking we're going to have to take the back seats out, because it's all gone down the back, under the seats. I don't think the fronts will have to come out, because you can get under the front seats. But what I'll probably do is, when all the glass is in, and I've done as much as I can do, I'll probably take it for a professional valet, because they'll have, you know, more powerful hoovers than me, and it's getting the tiny little fragments out of the fabric, which is the hardest thing. I think even maybe, you know, get some tape and, you know, dab all the seats with some tape might get a load off. I pretty much left the top of the dashboard alone, because that window's going to have to come out first, and that it's going to cause glass to go everywhere anyway. So in terms of hoovering, I think for now, like I said, until all the windows are in and we've had the door cards out and the seats out, there's not much point in doing anymore. So I went and got the battery back out of off the charger, and I've just connected it, and we do have some power. We have a light in here. You know, the dash clocks are lit up, so let's give it a go and see now if it'll start up on its own battery, because like I said, I had it running for an hour yesterday after I'd jump started it, and I turned it off and it instantly wouldn't even crank. There was nothing at all, so the battery was that low, it just wouldn't put any charge into it. So well, that's better already. Oh, perfect. Didn't struggle at all, did it then? Started straight up. So hopefully maybe we brought that back, that battery back to life. And now it's got some life, it should oh excuse me, I'm trying to sneeze. Oh, bless me. It should now charge up properly and be okay. Does sound good. It sounds nice, this, just in the car. I've just noticed the passenger airbag's turned off. Now I'm going to guess it's in there. It's so dark in here. We've got some lights. Didn't really make much difference, did it? So where do you turn the passenger airbag on and off? You'd expect it to be in the glove box. Let me get a torch. We'll turn that airbag back on and just make sure that goes out. Nice little LEDs in the spotlights. Let's have a look under here as well. Can't see anything there. So that's just a CD player. So how do you turn the airbag on and off? Do you do it on the computer? Let's have a go. Turn that off. We don't want radio settings, we want car settings, don't we? There's quite a bit you can do with this. VIN number there and stuff, and inspection wise tells you what's what. Change everything if you want to obviously kilometres and stuff like that. Gallons, UK mile per gallon. You can change all your all your stuff there. Instrument cluster. Alright, so you can change all do you know what's displayed on here basically, can't you? So that's what that is. Oil temperature. Quite cool. Parking and manoeuvring. There's a whole lot of things on here, isn't there? I just want to find airbag stuff. Where's the airbag stuff? So it must be in here somewhere. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's nothing. How do you do it? I'm gonna have to Google it. Give me a minute, I'll come back to you and I'll Google it. Right, I found it. And I'm sure you guys that have got a Mark 6 Polo have all been screaming, go and open the passenger door, it's in there. And it is. So, we'll go around here, open the passenger door, on the end of the dashboard. There it is. So, put your key in there, turn it back to on. And hopefully, well, I don't know why am I saying hopefully, I know full well that'll make it turn on. Oh, a bit hay fever today, sorry. Let's try that again. Airbag on. Now we have managed to gain an engine management light. That's because the battery's been so dead. Yesterday all lights were doing random, well the other day all lights were doing random stuff, so it's probably just stored, you know, a load of low voltage errors in the electrical systems. So I'm sure a simple scan will just wipe that and it'll be gone. There's no other lights. It's probably the same reason we've got the exclamation mark down there as well. So not concerned about any of that. It's a nice car, this, with plenty of bits and pieces that you can play with. Driving data. It's because the battery's been off. Think Blue Trainer. Ah. Think Blue. So that's obviously to try to make you drive more economically, isn't it? If you have that on, it probably tells you when you're driving a lot of bits and pieces. Vehicle status. Oh, we know what that is. Convenience consumers. And sport. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That is smart. I like that a lot. So it tells you what power you're creating in kilowatts. How much bar of boost. And you got your G-force meter in the middle. Hey, that's cool, that. Put your hand near it. Alright, okay, the controls come up. Yeah. Oh, lap timer. Yeah, it's clever stuff, isn't it, these new cars, let's be honest. Clever stuff. Let's try that again then. No, there's no other selections on that. Nothing else on that. We know that, get away. So it's lost all its memory from that lot. But hey, oh, I like that. That's cool. We're in sport mode, are we? As well. So what can we do on the old individual mode? So individual's got everything on normal. So let's put it all in sport. Interesting. What's this do? So it just puts everything in sport. Alright, okay. Right, anyway, I think that's enough messing for one day. I'm sure you're all thoroughly bored of me pressing buttons on an onboard computer. I think it's extremely exciting stuff, but hey, I'm a bit of a weirdo like that. But anyway. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. I know we haven't really done a lot. We took a wheel off, control arm off, done a bit of hoovering, and refit a battery, haven't we? That's about it really. But we've had a good look inside it now, and had a bit of a play around with the gadgets. So that's going to be it for this one. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.